Hi, my name is Gus Olson. I've been flirting with women in real life for 11 years, and in this video, I want to give you one key habit that has the potential to change your entire dating life dramatically. And this lesson actually comes from the movie Wolf of Wall Street. If you haven't seen the movie Wolf of Wall Street, I highly recommend you check it out. It's highly entertaining, but there's also some real good lessons in it, also for dating, some of which you might not expect. So in one of the scenes, the main character, Jordan Belfort, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, is giving a speech to a bunch of broke, hungry stockbrokers. And he's saying something like this. He's saying, are you behind in your credit card bills? Pick up the phone and start dialing. Is your landlord ready to evict you? Pick up the phone and start dialing. Does your girlfriend think you're a worthless fucking loser? Pick up the phone and start dialing. I want you to deal with your problems by becoming rich. Now, and then the room goes crazy, and then they start dialing. Now, obviously the scene is a bit exaggerated, but there's a lot of truth to the theatrics. And one lesson that I really took away, and one similarity that I see in the life, is that picking up the phone, and the analogy of picking up the phone, doesn't work only in business, it also works in dating. So for example, if you're lonely and you have no confidence, put on your boots and go and do real life approaches. If you have no dates, put on your boots and do real life approaches. If you don't know how to flirt, if you don't know how to spark attraction, if you haven't had sex for 6 months, put on your boots and go do real life approaches. You can solve almost any social problem by putting on your boots and doing real life approaches and not quitting. Because real life approaches and consistently doing real life approaches in a correct manner and with learning from your mistakes, you can dramatically transform every part of your social aspect and your identity aspect as well. Because you gain confidence, you learn how to speak to people, you learn how to deal with mental challenges, and ultimately you get dates, you get wonderful adventures, you enrich your sexual life, and this gives you the opportunity to live many peak experiences and transform your identity. And it all starts by putting on your boots and by going outside and doing real life approaches. And it's the same thing as in business. In business, you pick up the phone and you go call leads. It's called cold calling. You cold call leads. In real life and in dating, you go out and you generate real life dating leads exactly the same way. We call it cold approach, but it's the same mechanism. It's essentially reaching out leads that are cold. And the good thing about reaching out to cold leads is that there's unlimited of them and you're not dependent on anyone. You're not dependent on a lead form. And that's the beautiful thing about cold outreach, is that you're not relying on anyone. You're not relying on any platform. You can just get someone's phone number, or you can meet someone in real life and you can go initiate an interaction and offer them something. Now, obviously in real life approaches with women, we're not offering them to buy our services, but we're offering them our personality, our charm, and giving them the opportunity to interact with us. We're giving them the chance to buy into our vibe, charisma, and spend time with us. It's the same thing, and you're not relying on anyone. It's the beautiful thing. You're relying only on yourself, on your confidence, and on your balls to make the approach. And just by doing this one habit, you can dramatically change your dating life. And there's no excuse not to do it. If you live in a first world country, if you live in Europe, if you live in the States, if you live in Australia, you can do all this. It's more than doable. And just like Jordan Belfort says, if you're unhappy, if you have anxiety, if you don't have dates, pick up the phone and start dialing. Or in this case, put on your boots and start dialing. It's Gus Olson, and I'll see you in the next video.